Today, I'm diving deep into Bank of America's unsecured business loans to share my honest, first-hand experience as a real user. If you're a small business owner or entrepreneur considering financing without offering collateral, this might be one of your options. But let's break down the entire process and see if it's actually worth it. Starting with the application process, Bank of America makes it fairly easy to apply online. You will need to provide business documentation, such as your tax returns, revenue details, and identification, but the process itself is relatively streamlined compared to some traditional banks. I applied through their small business portal, and the interface was intuitive enough, although some of the questions were quite detailed, especially around cash flow projections. One of the first things I noticed is that they don't clearly advertise the specific interest rates for unsecured business loans. This is a red flag if you're trying to budget accurately. Rates will depend heavily on your credit profile, your business income, and how long you've been operating. When I finally got my rate offer, it was definitely on the higher side. Not absurd, but certainly not the most competitive in the market. Approval took longer than expected. While the site says it can take a few days, I waited close to 2 weeks before I heard back with an initial decision. After that, there were additional requests for documentation, which slowed things down further. In total, from application to funding, it took nearly a month. Many other useful links you can find in the description. Once I got approved, the funds were deposited into my business account quickly. That part was smooth. Repayment terms are fairly rigid. There's little flexibility to renegotiate once you sign the loan agreement. Bank of America structures these loans with fixed payments over set terms, and while it's predictable, it doesn't help much if you hit a cash flow crunch. There's also limited transparency around fees. I wasn't charged an origination fee, but I found the prepayment terms a bit unclear. After calling customer service, I learned that there are no penalties for early payoff, which is a good thing. But this should be made more obvious during the application process. Customer support is hit or miss. During business hours, I was able to speak to representatives, but I often had to repeat my information across multiple calls, which became frustrating. They weren't always equipped to give detailed answers about my specific loan agreement. Overall, Bank of America's unsecured business loans are best suited for businesses with strong credit and financials that want the backing of a major bank. However, if you're a newer or smaller business looking for more flexibility, there may be better options with faster funding and clearer terms. If you're still considering Bank of America, go in prepared, have all your documents ready, and make sure you fully understand the rate structure and repayment conditions before signing. Don't forget to like this video if it helped you, and subscribe to the channel for more real business finance reviews and tips.